Greetings, fellow book enthusiasts, and welcome back to Timeless Tales and Thoughts. Today, I would like to continue sharing with you the books on my 2026 reading challenge list. If you missed the first couple of videos, just a quick recap, I decided that I was going to challenge myself in 2026 and read 12 books in 12 months. So far, I have completed 3 books, and I am in the middle of book number 4. Since I'm about to share with you book number 3 that I read, it will probably be a little while before I share book number 4. It's a huge book, and it's probably going to take me a few more weeks to get through it. In the meantime, I will have some books from my past that I truly enjoyed that I will share with you in future videos, but looking forward to the future as I complete the books in my 2026 challenge. I will share those with you as well. So the third book that I read for my challenge was not a book on my list to begin with. I have my big pile of books on the bookshelf in my to be read pile, and as I was trying to decide which one I was going to read next, my daughter came to me and she said, "Mom, you need to read this book." I said, "Okay, I'm going to read this book because I don't know about your teenagers, but mine is pretty picky about what she reads." Excuse me. So if she is recommending me to read a book, that means it held her interest and it's something I need to look into and read and make sure that it's okay for her to continue reading because it's part of a series, and I wanted to make sure that it was okay for her to continue with this series. Plus, I kind of got hooked myself, and I am completely 100% interested in continuing the series as she completes the books. So again, at some point through my 2026 reading challenge, the remainder books of this series will most likely end up on my list and part of these videos at some point in time. So what is this incredible book that held my teenagers' interest? This book is about Greek mythology, and it is action adventure packed. I did look up the recommended reading age group for this story, the series, before I started my video today, and it does recommend middle grades, like 8 to 12, but me personally, I would recommend more for teenagers, 10 up maybe, but definitely 13 on up, unless you feel your child can handle the action and adventure and the mythology in this story. That's your choice as a parent, not for me to tell you yes, read this book, or it doesn't matter. That's what's okay for me and my kids might not be okay for you and your kids. So but I did truly enjoy this story, and I am thankful for this story because it sparked her interest into something when she is super picky about what she tries, or what she does read, and what is going to hold her interest. So this incredible story that held my teenagers' interest is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is book 1, The Lightning Thief. Percy Jackson is about to be kicked out of boarding school again, and that's the least of his troubles. Lately, mythological monsters and the gods of Mount Olympus seem to be walking straight out of the pages of Percy's Greek mythology textbook and into his life. And worse, he's angered a few of them. Zeus's master lightning bolt has been stolen, and Percy is the prime suspect. Now, Percy and his friends have just 10 days to find and return Zeus's stolen property and bring peace to a warring Mount Olympus. But to succeed in his quest, Percy will have to do more than catch the true thief. He must come to terms with the father who abandoned him, solve the riddle of the oracle, which warns him of a betrayal by a friend, and unravel a treachery more powerful than the gods themselves. Interesting story. I loved how it mixed Greek mythology with modern time. Percy, I believe in this story, is about 12 years old to start with. So that's about middle school age. That's probably why they recommend it middle school, so because the character starts middle school, he's age 12. But I love how it puts the mythology into modern times. Actually, Mount Olympus is sitting up top of the Empire State Building. I thought that was kind of interesting. You have to go up to like a special floor that doesn't exist in order to get up to Mount Olympus. And like the underworld was out in California. They had to travel all the way out to the underworld. So it's places that the kids will recognize. It's not like it's taking place completely in a mythical location. That is something I thought was really cool, how they put it in modern day. Excuse me. How they put it in places right here in the United States that kids can easily look up on a map if they don't know where it is, or ask their parents, hey, where is this and what's this about? They go to the Arch in St. Louis, and there's a whole big scene there. So I really enjoyed how it does that, and keeps it in a place that is familiar for our teenagers. And like I said, they can easily go look it up if they don't know where it is. One of the other things I really liked about this series is the creative chapter titles. They're very catchy. I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher. My mother teaches me bullfighting. So they're really fun chapter titles. I am offered a quest. Okay, that one's not as interesting. That's kind of a basic title. We visit the Garden Gnome Emporium. So the titles are super creative and engaging, as well as the story itself. I can completely see why my daughter was drawn into this, and as an added bonus, now she's interested in learning a little bit more about Greek mythology, which is cool for me because she's interested in something. When you have a teenager interested in something, interested in learning something outside the scope of what they normally have to do, I mean, come on, who's not gonna be happy about that? If you've got most teenagers want to sit in their rooms and do nothing all day long. So at least she's interested in learning about something, and she's got a series that she is absolutely interested in learning. I'm sorry, not learning, but reading about, and I am 100% there for her and behind these series. And I'm actually looking forward to reading the next couple of books myself at some point this year during my 2026 reading challenge. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And as always, happy reading.